Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And in this video we'll discuss the state of Minecraft 1.21. Where are we at, what do we have so far, and what is still coming. So if you like Minecraft videos like this one, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft update videos in the future. So currently Minecraft 1.21 does not have a name yet, but the theme of this update should be something like tinkering and combat adventures, which is what Mojang told us during Minecraft Live 2023. Last year. And so far we've gotten quite a few new features already. And so these are pretty much all the different features that were already shown during Minecraft Live 2023. So in the snapshots on Java Edition and the betas and previews on Bedrock Edition, we already got all the different tuff blocks, all different copper blocks, including copper bulbs, which have been amazing but also controversial since they had a small change. Furthermore, we've already gotten the trial chamber structures along with the new trial spawners, which can spawn in a fixed number of mobs and give out rewards. One of the biggest redstone additions of this update, of course, was the crafter, which enables auto crafting. Furthermore, we finally got a wolf armor, which has been a highly requested feature. And there's of course this trial key, which is loot you can find in the trial chambers, which currently doesn't do anything yet. And there's also two new mobs that have been introduced for this update. That's the breeze that spawns in the trial chambers and the armadillo which spawns in the savanna biome and can drop scutes, which can be used to craft the wolf armor. And so those are the 9 main additions, these 8 along with the trial chamber structure, that have been introduced so far in the snapshots and betas. And these are pretty much also the only things we saw during Minecraft Live 2023 for the Minecraft 1.21 update. However, what they did mention during that stream is that the features they are showing are the ones that were already close to being finished, and they are sure that will be added into the game. And indeed, that is true, they made true on their promises this year. And so we gotten all of these different features in the game already. But something else we do know is the release date for Minecraft 1.21, or at least an approximate release date. So they've already mentioned that 1.21 is supposed to release mid-2024, so around June, July, most likely June. And that means that there's 6 more months of development for this update. And of course, a significant chunk of that will be to do with bug fixing and making small changes to the already existing features. But most likely we'll be seeing new features coming into Minecraft 1.21 as well. But then the question of course is, what will those features be? Well, one of the main lingering questions of course is right behind me right here. It is this trial key. It has been introduced as a loot that can spawn from this trial spawner, but so far it hasn't gotten a single use just yet. But there has been a lot of speculation around this trial key, so let's go over some of the more prominent theories. So some people believe that the trial key will be used to open specific chests inside of either the trial chambers or the ancient cities. These chests would then be stone chests, which have been shown before in concept art by Mojang for the ancient cities. And you would need a trial key to open these special stone or maybe copper chests, and they would have extra good loot in them. Another theory we've seen popping up is that this trial key would give you access to a special boss room inside all the trial chambers, where you need to first battle the mobs, get the trial key, and then use the key to unlock a door and get into a special boss arena, where you can fight a specific boss. And then maybe one of the more far-fetched ideas for this trial key is that it would somehow open the portal inside of the ancient city structure. But I'm not sure how that makes too much sense, even though that skull on the trial key does resemble the colors of the ancient city a little bit. So what do you think the trial key will do in future Minecraft updates? Let me know in the comments down below. But alright, that is just the trial key. I'm definitely expecting there to be more new features. So what else could we expect from 1.21? There's of course a few features that Mojang has mentioned or promised in the past that are still not in the game. And so they could choose to add some of these in this update. So one of the most talked about ones are of course the tuff golem and copper golem. Since we got a whole bunch new tuff blocks and a whole bunch new copper blocks, many people are expecting to see both of these mobs added into 1.21. However, sadly, Mojang has already officially announced that they won't be adding these mobs in this update, which I personally think is quite a big loss because it would have been the perfect update for these two mobs. But sadly, we're not getting either of those two mobs. Two features that I think have a higher chance of being added into 1.21 are the bundle and fletching table functionality. So why do I say this? Well, of course, the bundle is a feature Mojang has been working on for the better part of 2-3 years. It was of course promised for 1.17 and we're already at 1.21, so I'm really hoping to see that they finally get to add this new item into the game so people can start using it and hopefully get rid of a little bit of clutter inside of the inventory. But of course it still needs some work because it's definitely not perfect just yet. As for the fletching table, we've been promised functionality for the fletching table for an extremely long time already now. So when they added both the smithing table and the fletching table in 1.14 in snapshot 19W11A, so that's already almost 5 years ago, this is actually what they said. So we've decided not to add the functionality for these blocks for this update, as we want to make sure that they're useful for the overall gameplay. We have a great idea for them for the next major themed update. Of course, that didn't really hold true either. But we did get the smithing table functionality in 1.16, because it's now used, of course, to upgrade diamond armor into netherite armor. But as for the fletching table, we still have not seen any functionality yet, and so it could be added in 1.21. And I actually think this update is quite nice for it, because of course they've mentioned that this update is for the tinkerers, and working with bows and arrows, I definitely see that as some sort of tinkering. Maybe they could add different ways to craft the different tipped arrows, or maybe even add more functionality to bows and crossbows in general. I think that would be quite nice. And so of course the other part of the update is combat adventure, is what they mentioned during Minecraft Live. And I feel like this has already been quite encapsulated by the trial chamber structures, and of course could be even further enhanced by adding cool functionality to the trial key. So I don't think we'll be seeing any other structures in the game in this update. But something we have not seen yet in 1.21 is a new biome. So usually for the past few updates, we did see a new biome added into Minecraft. Think of, for example, the cherry grove or the mangrove swamp or the deep dark, lush caves, dripstone caves, all the new nether biomes and so on. So of course it could be that there's no new biome in this update, but it's definitely a possibility. And something else that could go hand in hand with this is of course changing existing biomes, because they also mentioned that they want to have a mixture of new features and changing old features. So transforming some of the old biomes could also be something that we see in 1.21. However, that is complete speculation. Something we will most definitely see in 1.21 is of course a new music disc, because that has happened for the past few updates. We've seen new music discs in pretty much every recent update, so I'm definitely expecting one to be added in 1.21 as well, and I feel like it's probably going to spawn inside of the trial chamber structures. And so let me know in the comments down below what else you think is going to get added into Minecraft 1.21. We still have 6 months of development ahead of us, so let's see what we get in those 6 months. Now if you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe!